You alright, lads? This is the GeordieJedi here. Today, Newcastle faced Arsenal at the Emirates after they'd beaten Galatasaray, but they'd also lost against Stoke. Arsenal, I'm referring to. Newcastle had beaten Chelsea and we lost 4-1. But I really do think that result flattered them completely. I was watching it and they probably did deserve to win. Arsenal, for you Arsenal fans out there, you probably did deserve to win. But I'd say probably only by one goal. I really didn't think yous were anywhere near with 4-1 victory. But there's nothing we can do. Shit happens. There's just nothing we can do. It happens. It was bullshit, perhaps, but anyways. Starting at the match, basically Wood had a lot of shit forced on me. Through injuries, through suspensions. Steven Taylor wasn't playing. Musa Sissoko wasn't playing. We'd lost both goalkeepers. We've now got Jack Anakin. Freddie Woodman was on the bench. He was our basically fourth goalkeeper. So we had a lot of stuff forced upon us. But we went out with probably the best kind of formation we could do. Arsenal have had a bit of injury problems themselves, but if an Arsenal player gets injured, there is always somebody of at least similar quality to go behind them. If Santi Cazorla was injured at the left midfield, there would probably be Lucas Podolski. So you're not really losing out, are you? In Newcastle's case, it's the other way. It's completely opposite. If we lose a striker, it's Adam Armstrong, who is good, but he's very young and he's not quite there yet. But we'll get into the game. Game started. Okay, for the first probably about maybe half an hour, I'd say Arsenal were on top. They were played better than us. Every time we lost the ball, so many times, and then we had to fight to get it back, which Arsenal weren't giving up. So you can imagine, we fight for 5 minutes to get possession, and then with stupid pass, and then we'll have to fight for another 5 minutes to get it back. Nothing you could do. First goal came about from Olivier Giroud. I can't argue too much with the goal. As I recall, Sanchez fought for it on the right wing. He wins it. He puts in a nice ball to Giroud. Giroud, who passed the ball to Sanchez in the first place, ran into the box, headed it. There wasn't much Jack Annan could do. There wasn't much Jack Annan could do all day. No, I wouldn't say any one of those goals are his fault. Okay, they went up 1-0. Bit of a pain in the arse. Then, for the last 15 minutes of the first half, we seemed on top. We were the ones pushing them back. We didn't look anywhere near as threatening. Sorry. We didn't look anywhere near as threatening as Arsenal looked when they were attacking us. But, we were the ones holding possession. We were the ones getting chances. Eventually, a corner came in that fell, I think, first. Hold on, who was it first to? I can't. It went to Chesney, who saved it. Good save. Cisse should have finished it there, but he ended up taking the shot right in front of goal, right back at Chesney. Which, was annoying. Basically, the commentators, it was Mickey Quinn for some fucking reason. I have no idea why the hell Mickey Quinn was commentating on a Newcastle game. You shouldn't commentate. You should only commentate on the derbies, and that's it, as far as Newcastle is concerned. So I don't know why they chose him. I'm sure there was someone better, because he's a pain in the arse. But Mickey Quinn, saying he got 2 good saves, I'd say he got 1, and the other one was more Cisse's fault. But, so basically, we did have chances. But, anyways, went in half time at 1-0. Okay, maybe it was alright. Sorry about that quick cut, I got distracted. Yeah, maybe it was alright, it wasn't too bad. That 1-0 was probably about right. To be honest, I'd say 1-0 was fair. If the game ended that way, 1-0 would have been a completely fair result. But, should it have? No, fucking shouldn't. Come out again, against the run of play, because we came out and for about minutes we looked a bit dodgy. And then we started to play well. Then we kept the ball, we got chances again, and we kept moving forward, things were going alright. Then Santi Cazorla got his goal, which I didn't like. I really didn't like, because I think Anik should have saved it. You can't have too much of a go at the lad, but I do. I think Anik should have saved it for myself. I don't think it was beyond the realms of possibility. It was a fair goal. He chipped it in quite nicely, but anyways, ball gets played to Santi Cazorla right in the box. He beats the man. Colaccini just missed him. Chips it over Jack Anik. Really, it was kind of through Jack Anik as well at the same time. If you watch Match of the Day, you'll understand what I mean. Chips it through him. 2-0. That was unfair. That was against the run of play completely. I thought I was unfair. Anyway, game goes on. Goes to 3-0. Fucking not long after. Not all that long after. Giroud gets this one. Ball goes to Sanchez on the right. Passes it in right at the near post. Can't blame Jack Anik too much for that one, in fairness. He kind of wrong-footed. Jack Anik put it in. 3-0. That was a massive overstatement on their part. They didn't deserve it. They deserve, as I said before, 1-0 was fair to them. I think they deserved to win it, but not by 3-0. Or they didn't deserve to be up by 3-0. Then Jack Colback will get a free kick just on the left. Jack Colback puts it in. What happens is everybody else, apart from Eose Perez, who's the guy who scored the goal, they all try to run around the back as if they're going back post, or far post rather. It's not what happens. Jack Colback puts it in towards the near post. Eose Perez runs onto it. It only needed really a bit of direction, but he dived down to head it, give it a bit of direction, put it past Szczesny. Debussy nearly got there, but nobody was marking him. He found the space, he put it in. 4th goal of the season, good on Eose Perez, but that was deserved. Then it was similar kind of again. We were on top, but we just couldn't really get the goals. Unlike Arsenal, who had 4 shots on target and all 4 of them scored, which I mean is a good, really goal to shot conversion rate. But when you think about it, they only had 4 shots on goal. Then about 87th minute, what happens is there's a bit of a corner. It ends up going to Janmaat eventually, who, I wouldn't say he won the ball, but Gibbs basically ran into him, and Janmaat went down. Gibbs kept playing, put the ball through to Welbeck, basically through to everybody. Still kept going. Janmaat was still down. Still kept going. Then Dummett sort of, he's not a shoulder board so much. He fights for it. Does, but personally, I think both of them were at fault as much of each other. I think it was Giroud. I think Giroud was leaning into him as well. No, it was Sanchez. Sorry, Sanchez was leaning into him at the same time as Dummett was. I don't think that was a foul. I think the other one should have been a foul, or at the very least, one of them should have put it out. Because no, that's bullshit. The referee should have stopped the game to, see what happened with Janmaat, even at the penalty, because that's what happened. They got a penalty. Even at the penalty, the Janmaat wasn't there because he was down. Referee didn't fucking notice. Fuck all. Lazy shit. He had a bad game, the referee. I really think he did. Anyways, Santi Cazorla takes it. Very, very cheeky. Sort of like Pirlo-esque chip past Jack Anik. Very unfair. 4-1. Didn't deserve it. Deserved 1. Really? I think they deserved a 1-0 win. I do think they deserved a win. Not 4-1. Completely over. And the game ended 4-1. It's difficult to be horribly angry about the result, because the thing is I do think a draw wouldn't have been unkind, but I do think they deserved to win. But they were going to win. I thought they were going to win anyways. Next game, Wednesday, is the quarter-final of the Capital One Cup against Tottenham. Cabella and Riviere were on the bench, and they eventually came on, but I'm assuming this is why, so they could play. Same with Cisse coming off a bit earlier. so he can play against Tottenham. I'd put that game ahead of this. Maybe not ahead of the derby. Anyways, it's been the GeordieJedi. Leave a like if you can, it really helps. Subscribe for more videos. Yeah, may the force be with you.